Thanks, Michelle. If you like to unwind with a tall glass of Vino, order a bottle of wine at dinner, or indulge in a glass of your favorite Merlot, you may want to think twice of how your wine got there. In order to know the secret behind making it, we headed to Sakonnet Vineyards. Take a drive to Little Compton to experience the wonderful world of wine. This 120-acre vineyard is home to over 55 acres of grapes, and its success has continued for over 35 years.
We've planted new varieties, we've made new different kinds of wines. The idea of blends was something that we did with Elaine, who's been our winemaker.
And the wine that's made at Sakonnet Vineyards comes in a wide variety.
Some of our grapes are blends, which we do with our Petite Red and White and our Cock of the Walk Red and White, and some are what they call varietals, because it's all one grape, like Chardonnay and Cabernet Franc. And of course the grape that we're so known for is Vidal.
But before each one can be poured, they have to be harvested.
We do what we call as a Brix reading, which is the sugar content in the fruit. And from here, I'll give the samples to the winemaker, and then she'll test for the pH and acids in it. And when she thinks that they're ready and they're sweet enough, we'll bring them in.
In order to pick the grapes, about a dozen workers must be quick and efficient.
Today we're picking Vidal Blanc. We expect to maybe bring in 14 to 15 tons today, hopefully. Which it's easy picking this variety. That's a large cluster variety.
Having the grapes in such large bunches makes it easy to pick at a fast rate. In fact, it takes roughly 20 hours to pick the 9 acres of Vidal Blanc. What do you think? Am I hired?
Yeah.
Yeah? He says yes. He says I am hired. I also feel like I'm in an episode of I Love Lucy. Once in the lugs, the grapes are loaded up on the wagon and brought to the crushing platform. And just for the road show, we're going to show you how these go from bunches to bottles. The grapes go through a pretty unique process in order to get as much juice as possible. And it's all monitored by Sakonnet Vineyards' own winemaker.
The grapes come on to the platform, it goes through our crusher destemmer, and then the grapes, the skins, and the juice gets pumped directly into the press. So the press will run for a couple of hours, all the juice will be pressed out, and then we'll put it directly into a tank where it'll be settled, and then we'll rack it off, and that's when the yeast is added and wine will be on its way.
Elaine has grown up in Rhode Island and has been with Sakonnet Vineyards for many years, and she sure knows her stuff.
Fermentation usually starts lasting for 7 to 10 days, and it could go longer. There's no doubt about that. It all depends on the temperature of the wine at the time. So, I mean, that could last even up to 3 weeks.
After fermenting, the wine will be bottled and sold, and trying the wines is the best part. So Sakonnet Vineyards offers tours and tastings.
You can come and you pay to have a tasting, and you get 6 different choices, so that you can taste 6 of the different wines.
And according to Susan, wine can be paired with pretty much anything.
And you should drink wine with everything. Pizzas, hot dogs, hamburgers, just everything.
Well, on that note, let's try some wine.
That's right, exactly.
The tasting room. Get lost in the endless pours, crisp flavors, and aromatic selections that the vineyard has to offer. From whites to reds to dessert wines, and even a taste of the very wine that we watched go from start to finish, the Vidal Blanc.
Yum.
A tasty way to unwind after a long day. So the next time you uncork a bottle of your favorite wine for the holidays, you'll know a bit more about how it went from vine to Vino. For information on Sakonnet Vineyards, head to foxprovidence.com.